Welcome back, everyone, to the round 2 recap of the AADL March Monster Madness.
Woo!
You've got your regular people back again, so
Here we are.
happy to see us.
Same old.
Same old. Monster Best Friend Club, I think, is the name we settled on. So I'm Tyler, and then I'll let everyone else reintroduce themselves.
Okay, I'm Audrey.
I'm Ellie.
And I'm Marissa.
Great. Anything anyone wants to say before we dive in?
I
No.
mean, Monster Best Friend Club. Let's do it.
Sounds like we're all pumped. Let's do this. Buckle up.
Time
all right.
for Monster Best Friend Club.
There we go.
You guys, there's a lot of upsets today.
So many upsets in our hearts and maybe on paper. Second round. First region. West Marches.
How's the second round?
Let's do this.
Third round.
Number 1 seed, Grazed, versus the number 8 seed, Shambling Mound.
Yeah. So this was a fun one, I think mostly because like the more I get to play Grazed or Grizzle as I started calling him, the more fun he is. It was not a fast fight, or sorry, it was a very fast fight.
It was very fast.
My notes say easy, so sexy. I think that Grizzle just kind of sex appealed his way through this battle. And
Shambling
I think Shambling Mound is top for the sex appeal, so.
Don't hate on Shambling Mound. Like,
he couldn't handle
they're doing their best out there.
Yeah.
That's true.
Trying
to absorb things.
Yeah. Graz kind of just like did his thing and walked right up the mound, and that was it.
That was it.
Oh.
So boop. Sorry.
You gone.
All right. And Graz will be going up against the winner of the number 4 seed Djinni versus the number 5 seed Soulmonger.
Yes. So this was kind of a weird wild card of a battle in some ways. I feel like the Djinni didn't actually do that much. I was playing the Soulmonger. I worked real hard.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything with my fight, so
for staying alive, but the Djinni summoned an air elemental.
Yep. Brought in some backup, summoned in the air elemental who promptly decided to stop listening to the Djinni's commands.
Yep.
So it was just 3 fighters out there for themselves. And the Djinni decided to kind of peace on out of there, turn invisible, flew up in the air, and let the Soulmonger and the air elemental battle it out. And the air elemental kind of
came
won.
out on top.
Yep. So that one was a little rough. Felt like kind of cheating, but that's kind of how it works sometimes.
Sounds like super cheating.
I was once I broke the concentration, I was like, maybe the air elemental will turn against the Djinni and we'll have an upset. And then he turned invisible. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess it's just me.
And he gone.
All right, moving on. We've got number 3 seed, Devourer, versus number 6 seed, Shadow Dancer.
Yep.
Yeah, this was
Let's
Marissa
hear what
and
happened.
Yeah. Another battle.
All right, and that's it. Moving on to the next one.
So the Devourer, made like pretty light and quick work out of this one.
Yeah.
But on an exciting note, when the Shadow Dancer died, the Devourer absorbed him, her, it.
Yeah.
They?
No.
Absorbed.
Yeah.
Absorbed them. So now the Devourer is with child, basically.
Yeah. Less like the Shadow Dancer died and more like it's just in a little kangaroo
inside
pouch.
of me and
Little
gave me a little
kangaroo pouch
HP boost.
A little baby being carried around.
Oh.
Yeah, so the Devourer
New life.
now has max HP again because when it absorbs someone dead, they get a little A little HP boost.
Little snack. Yeah.
A glow, if you will.
Little treat.
The pregnancy glow. In a weird way.
All right, so Devourer will be going on with Child, I guess, to face the winner of the number 2 seed Fire Giant Dreadnought and number 7 seed Kruthic Hive Lord. I heard this one was just a fun battle for everyone involved.
I have PTSD from this battle.
I think this battle ruined Marissa and my friendship.
It truly did.
Sincerely.
Yeah.
So
Our
I was
friendship
the
HP is a
Hive.
little low.
I was the Hive Lord. And, you know, as someone who studied military history in college and has read Sun Tzu's Art of War, I went in with a strategy.
Who hasn't, though?
I mean, it is a great read if you have not. I'm sure you can find it online. It's fascinating. It's so good.
So the first thing, what does you do? You hide. And you hide in a little pit. You burrow away.
Listen.
This little insect reptile thing just burrowed right down.
Yes, she did.
And then just would pop up and spit acid at me.
Mm-hmm.
And look at me. I'm strong, but I'm not speedy. Not light on my feet.
Right.
Mhm.
Big
No.
metal
So,
shoes.
Giant.
I would burrow just far away enough that she couldn't take an attack of opportunity. When I popped up, it went, and then went back in.
Yeah. Truly.
And like, I had to draw so many little maps of where I was.
Yeah,
like
we
this.
all have a lot of little maps of what is happening. Where are you?
Because I like made like intricately shaped tunnels because I was like, oh well, if I like go diagonal and
You're
then
afraid.
make a turn
You're,
this way, if she throws something, like it's not gonna. But yeah,
but
Oh,
eventually
no.
it did throw a rock down that hole and I smushed you.
yeah, I done that
You good.
smushed.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
pretty sad. I was
Sometimes.
extremely invested. This battle took so long.
It took so long, yeah.
It was like 40 minutes
Oh,
think.
wow.
of just this.
I mean, those tunnels sound extensive.
Yeah.
A lot of tunneling, a lot of burrowing,
Yeah.
a lot of hiding in fear.
Oh, sure.
I say, you say hiding in fear. I say playing to my strengths. All right. Moving on, I guess.
Okay, moving on. Yes, we are moving on. Thank you. To the Eastern Shore region, where we've got the first matchup between 1 seed Zugtamoy and 8 seed Werebear.
Werber.
The Werber.
The Werber.
This one was rough.
Yeah, Werebear has a lot of resistances to
Yeah.
most weapons, but Zugtamoy has magical weapon type tentacles that
Yeah.
Oh.
that are perfect for slaying werebears, apparently.
It's true. Like,
Custom made.
Tyler Zugtamoy did a lot of damage to my werebear. And I also, the werebear had disadvantage on attack rolls because it's poisoned from the previous battle. So the battle eventually ended when the werebear just made a run for it to go back to her cubs, where she will die there because I don't think she knows how to find a cure for her poison, and she had 7 HP, and it's -5 each day. So
Yikes.
So
soon to be dead.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
her
yeah.
cubs
Find a
will
doctor.
vow
hopefully she
vengeance.
finds a doctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
you guys, the very like last battle of this like whole thing, just out of nowhere, there's just gonna be a ton of werebear cubs.
Be like, you killed our mother.
The biggest upset that no one actually really ever saw coming.
You heard it here first.
So that's that one.
Next battle, number 4 seed Cloud Giant Smiling One versus number 5 seed Star Spawn Hulk. Battle of the 2 wordy named monsters.
Yep. Cloud one basically just threw rocks.
Yeah, it was both a couple big beefy boys, but they kind of chased each other around the whole time. Cloud Giant was a little fleeter of foot, so just used invisibility, used its like quicker movement speed, just stay out of reach, and threw
Sure.
rocks. So kind of cowardly, but what are you gonna do?
Solid giant strategy, though. Those rocks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really.
I
it's
mean,
like
they
Loki
actually do
move,
do
I
a ton of damage.
I mean, if it ain't broke,
they're
don't
not
fix
big
it.
rocks, but they're thrown really hard, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so the next matchup, we got the number 3 seed Frost
got?
Giant, Everlasting One. Another wordy matchup versus the number 6 seed Earth Elemental Myrmidon.
Myrmidon.
This was another big beefy guy throwing rocks around.
Yeah,
And
basically.
a literal rock.
Yeah. Yeah, this was like a just duke it out grind of a battle, I feel like.
Yep.
The Earth Elemental Myrmidon had like a lot of immunity. It had resistance to a lot of the damage the giant did. But the giant heals.
Yeah, every round the giant gets 10 HP back
Which was nonsense.
as a thing.
Yeah.
So
So after a certain point, as the Earth Elemental, it was more about like how much, just trying to take like the biggest chunk out of the giant possible before I died.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was just blow for blow.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually the frost giant took it.
Yeah. I feel like it would have looked really epic to like see them fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of rock'em sock'em robots.
Yeah,
basically.
basically.
Yep.
That's all it was.
So Frost Giant outlasted and will go against the winner of number 2 seed Nabasu, and I think that's a fan favorite probably, versus the number 7 seed Fire
It's one of my
Elemental.
favorites. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Navas, he's super fun to play. I just enjoy coming in, murdering things, and then eating their souls.
Turns out it's a passion.
It's really enjoyable. Just nah. The Earth Elemental did get some hits in.
Yep.
You lit me on fire.
Yep.
Easily.
Lit you on fire. That's what you do when you're a fire elemental.
Yeah. But I killed you pretty quick and then sucked up your soul. So the Nabasu is going forward with full HP, an extra 7 temporary hit points, and an extra 2d6 to all of its damage rolls.
Just pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's crushing it.
Yeah. He's real gross looking, but I'm very fond of him.
He's pretty cool.
Every time I look, he gets cuter, to be honest.
Yeah. It's
I think he's no
tiny
shambling mount,
features.
but he's pretty cool.
He's no shambling man. That is true.
Not quite as lovable.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the other side of the bracket, we got the Northern Reach region first, and the first matchup there is the 1 seed Adult Blue Dracolich versus the 8 seed Bulat.
Yeah, this was like a personal upset. For
Centaur
me.
style.
I am just so glad you didn't burrow away from me.
I probably should have. I think I could have.
Marissa would have left his project.
If one more burrow.
Yeah.
But the Boulette, I was like, let's just go out swinging. That's my style. So I ran right up to the Dracolich and then missed.
Yeah. And then I used lightning breath
And that
right
was
at you.
That
So
was
and
it.
that was pretty much it. So
Dang,
It
lightning
was
breath.
very disappointing. It was like over.
yeah, it was pretty quick.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
Something like
Nice,
that,
Tyler.
probably.
Yeah, exactly
Probably.
like that. Yep.
I think that's a very like accurate artist recreation of what
Yeah.
happened.
I watched the battle. I was there.
Okay.
All right, so the Dracolich will move on to battle the winner of the 4 seed Horned Devil and the 5 seed Orthon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had high hopes for this one. I was the
Yeah.
Orthon. I mean, look at that codpiece.
He's
Oh,
got a
okay.
cod piece. That's a cod piece.
Yeah.
That is a cod
So,
Those tusks.
and he's
Couple
super
good
tough.
weapons.
He's resistant to like everything. Except it turns out the devil's infernal weapon.
Yeah, so the like fork he's got, the horn devil's got, is pretty legit because when you hit with it, it doesn't do a ton of damage, but then at the start of the other monster's turn, it does 3d6 damage, and it just says they lose 3d6 hit points. Doesn't say anything about damage type, just you lose the hit points.
Oh.
Sucks your health away, basically.
Yeah. And then if you hit them again, it adds like another 3d6. Right. So like the more you hit.
Yeah. Because I think by the last time you hit me, it was like 9d6
yeah, it was
or
like
something
96
insane
damage.
like that.
Yeah.
Which is just bananas.
But the Orthon pulled a dirty trick out of its bag at the very end.
Yeah. So once it gets nice drawing. Once the Orthon gets below 15 hit points, it just blows up.
Yeah.
So it blows up and then tries to do damage to its opponent as a last screw you. So it did I don't think it actually did very much, but it was cool.
I mean,
it was more of like, I'm gonna kill me, you can't kill me.
Yeah.
I will take
moral victory. It's a moral victory.
Exactly.
He ended up losing about 30 hit points, so
that's something.
Yeah,
not bad.
No.
All right, next we have the 3 seed Retriever versus the 4 seed or the 6 seed Frost Salamander.
My poor Frost Salamander.
Frost Salamander, now it looks kind of small in that picture there because that's just the size that I made it, but it's actually much bigger than that. It's like a giant salamander.
Yeah, I mean, like, she big.
Bigger than the salamanders you see outside when we could go outside.
She's a working woman, you know?
She is. Is she the one with her briefcase?
Yeah, with her little hat.
Aww.
That picture popped up, and I was like, wow, I hope she, like, went to town.
She did not.
She did not go to town.
She tried, but the Retriever has way too many resistances or immunities.
Yeah.
Oh, immunities.
She got the Retriever with the frost breath. The Retriever doesn't like cold, you know, but responded with the paralyzing ray, which it's pretty powerful. Does a little too much paralyzing for the Frost Salamander, honestly.
Yeah, that's
not okay with it. It was dumb. It was stupid, and I hate it.
Tried to burrow away in classic Ellie fashion. Or
you gotta make use of what you
fashion.
got.
Classic Sun Tzu fashion.
So Frost Salamander lost, obviously.
The Retriever goes on to battle the winner of number 2 seed Adult Red Dragon and number 7 seed Gauth. This one was a quick battle.
I loved it. I needed it after my my Hive Lord upset. I needed this red dragon to breathe life back into me, basically.
And fire onto the Gauth.
Immediately, and it was a very quick death. So now the Adult Red Dragon is my new working woman. She's powerful. She's ready.
Yeah.
She's going to take on the world.
She's stylish. Look at all that red.
And instead of burrowing, she can just fly.
Yeah. Take to the skies.
Isn't that just burrowing into the sky?
So, that was that one.
All right, moving on to the last region, the Southern Crescent. First up, we've got the number 1 seed Garyon and the number 9 seed Brontosaurus.
Yeah.
So Marissa was the Brontosaurus.
Yep.
Bronte
had a pretty okay tail swing at you.
Yeah. But the Brontosaurus was already hurt, though.
Yeah, it started with only 72 hit points, so which is a little more than half of what it should have.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was about half because it started with 139.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty much already pretty hurt.
Yeah.
And it's a big dinosaur. It only can hit you with its tail.
Yeah.
Or try to stomp you. It's not really a match for a snake.
But it did tail hit the Garyon a couple times. But not enough.
I don't know.
Because the Garyon is going to be moving forward with 287 HP.
Dang.
Lord. Wow.
Quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big boy.
And they're going to face the winner of the 4-seed Efreeti and the 5-seed Bone Devil.
Yep.
This was also a long one. Marissa and I played our battles for a very long time.
Yeah.
We're putting in the work for you guys, folks, honestly.
Doing the hard stuff. Yeah, it was a lot of back and forth.
A lot of flying, literally actually back and forth.
Yeah, a lot of flying, in range, out of range. Even though he's pictured with his sword, the Efreeti has Hurl Flame, which is probably his best attack.
Sure.
And can fly. Even though he doesn't have wings. But
he's an elemental, so
I remember. R.I.P. to my centaur.
Well, and then Bone Devil kept trying to.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bone Devil kept dodging. So the Efreeti called in his fire elemental bud to come and help clean up and torched ya.
Clean up, you did.
Yep.
All these rogue helpers.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elementals butting their way into this thing.
Yeah.
Totally.
We might have to make a ruling on that before the next round. I'm not sure if that should be allowed. Are they eligible? I don't know.
Also, I think we need to talk about distances, because if someone's flying 60 feet away, is that outside of the range?
If someone's burrowing 30 feet in random patterns.
30 feet is still within distance.
We can talk about how deep or how high the battlefield goes. That should be a thing we talk about.
I mean, or not. I don't care.
But not on camera. Next, we got 3-seed Vampire versus 6-seed Young Black Dragon.
The Vampire.
Luckily, it was not daytime.
Nighttime.
It was nighttime.
Nighttime is the right time for vampires, let me tell you.
Dracula's got very fair skin.
Yeah, very fair skin. Rather than losing 20 hit points every turn, he regained 20 hit points every turn. So this whole battle actually went on for a really long time. And it kind of just turned into a battle of attrition where the vampire just slowly wore down the young black dragon.
The dragon could take away some damage. I mean, it took away a bunch of hit points by using its acid breath, but the vampire turned into a bat, kind of, and then was just like, I'm going to wait this out. Every time you don't attack me, I'm going to get 20 HP back. So,
yep. And then also the bite attack, it sucks, it does damage, and I would get HP back. So it's constant.
And you summoned all your bat friends too.
I summoned my children of the night, speaking of the right time. So I sang a little song. Came to me. Supported me. It didn't do a lot of damage, but I do feel like having I ended up summoning 5 swarms of bats. So having 5 bat swarms plus me attacking.
They were just everywhere. The dragon was annoyed. So
and also could the dragon tell which one was the vampire?
Well, the dragon just ended up getting all of them.
Okay.
Area effect.
Fair. Okay. So
I also feel the vampire's probably bigger than a normal bat.
Yeah.
Or I feel like it's a fancy bat.
You can tell. It's different than a normal bat. It's got a presence to it, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
To sneak in people's windows.
Right. All right. So Vampire moves on.
Yes.
With all of their bat friends, hoping that the night continues for them. Because if it's daytime next time,
oh god,
rough stuff. Rough stuff for the count.
All the bat friends died.
All the bat friends did die. So R.I.P. all those bats.
Yes.
We'll summon more children if it's night, I guess.
More children.
Just that easy. All right, our last battle is the number 2-seed Adult Gold Dragon versus the 10-seed and darling from the first round, Black Pudding.
Fan favorite.
I disagree with your phrasing of darling from the first round, because I also think it's the darling in this round as well. Thank you.
That's true. Darling to make it through to the second round. And then maybe further, but no, sorry. Not
all my money on black pudding, you guys.
The adult gold dragon just kind of chomp chomp.
Chomp chomp
then,
got a little acid in its teeth, so that hurt a
like
little
it.
bit. You gotta brush, adult gold dragon.
You do.
But then he kind of just flew in the air, and then the pudding
the wing
just
attack.
sat on the ground like a pudding, and that was kind of it.
And that was it.
Just like a pudding.
Just like a pudding.
Just like a pudding.
No defenses.
The saddest little frown.
It's a sad pudding.
Yeah.
All right, well,
know.
that wraps up the second round. So now we have 16 teams left. Normally that's called the Sweet 16, but since these are monsters, they're not really the sweetest. So we're going to call it the
Savory 16.
The Savory 16.
We were going with spoopy.
I thought we were going with spoopy. I was sure we were
16.
going with spicy, saucy.
Sour.
I just like savory because it really makes it seem like you actually went up and like licked them all.
If you have
not the black pudding.
Appropriate alliterative options, put them in the comments.
Only if they're appropriate.
We'll pick the best one.
Yeah, stay in family.
We'll comb
friendly.
through all the comments. Don't worry, guys.
The thousands.
All right, well, that does it for us. We'll be back, I'm pretty sure Friday, to recap the savory or otherwise 16. So have your picks in by then. You can go to aadl.org/Monster Madness to find all of our recaps that we wrote up for this round and all the previous rounds and all the updates and all that jazz.
All right. Well, thanks,
all right.
everyone.
Yeah, thanks for
See you
watching.
later.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.